let's move over to the 8-hour Suzuka. Pretty impressive. Honda did it with on 2 riders. I mean, I've earlier this year I did a 5-hour race with 5 riders. So, and I was hurting after that. And I think I did an hour tops. What do you guys thought of the race, the 8-hour endurance race? Should we see more of that maybe in the U.S. On a bigger stage than the club race and stuff that we see?
I mean, I would say, yeah. I mean, that'd be nice to actually see it here. I mean, that'd be something different. To challenge America, to challenge our riders, and see how it works out. I mean, that would be something different for here. I would like to see it.
Got to nudge Yamaha to bring some American riders over.
We got to get over there first.
I guess when Jack Miller's showing up, it might be hard, huh?
Yeah, we got to get over there first.
Go ahead, TJ.
I was gonna say, I didn't watch the whole 8-hour race, but I thought that it was pretty cool to see, 3 different manufacturers finish. First of all, Honda winning it for all the bad rap Honda's been getting all year. So for them to win it and for Yamaha and Suzuki to be up there is pretty cool. I think it would be very nice to see it in the United States. I think COTA would be a really good track to do it at. Obviously, we do MotoGP there. It's a big venue people know about. And who wouldn't want to see motorcycles run for 8 hours? I think it would be cool over here. But
I think I would need a bed.
But yeah, I think it's really cool with all the lights and just seeing bikes at night in general, with just the setup and how it's still safe in a way. They got everything set up for all that, so it's pretty cool. I think it would happen once a year.
Okay. Yeah, some huge names have done it in the past. So, it's like a badge of honor or a rite of passage for some of these riders to go out there and participate in that. What are your thoughts, Lewis?
I mean, I would like to see something bigger than what happens now with like the Wera Endurance and things like that, because the Wera Endurance races, some of them do get a lot of spectators out, and some of them do have some pretty decent cash prizes. But years ago, I mean, Daytona was the place that people from all over the world would come to try to race that event. And Daytona is the only event that has the pit stop, the one pit stop that kind of adds a little bit something different. If they stretch Daytona out to make it an endurance race, now you have multiple pit stops, you have rider changes, you have more opportunities to get more riders on bikes because you have to have a 2 or 3 man team. So you can get more names to come. The prize money would need to go up, but I think it's possible if the right people do it. But either Daytona or COTA or someplace that has the allure to bring people, and there has to be money, man. Nobody wants to fly out to the U.S. and race for $15,000. If you tell them, hey, the prize money for this event is $500,000 across the 2 or 3 riders, there's going to be a lot of people showing up because $500,000 is still a lot of money to a lot of people. There's a lot of guys racing MotoGP now that ain't making $500,000 a year. League minimum is like $100,000.
I mean, the one thing though, Daytona's got to fix their track. That track is bad.
The infield,
the old shit,
outfield, parking lot.
And then another thing, they got to stop being so damn expensive. It's like, get off your high horse.
Oh, yeah. Daytona, just to get in, it's a premium price at Daytona compared to all other tracks I've been to.
I mean, COTA's not cheap either, but at least COTA has the facilities to back up the price tag.
Right.
Daytona is, this
a shitbox.
Shitbox, man.
I'm gonna call it.
Daytona International Shitbox Raceway.
Like, I'm sorry, I love it, but dang, man, fix this.
Right. Hopefully it'll get. Somebody got to pull out a paycheck, and that's the biggest problem. Nobody wants to pay, and I was talking to somebody about this about computer devices earlier. People use devices that are 8 years old because they don't really get that you really need to make a change to be more efficient. And Daytona, for what it was, it's not the same thing, and they're still charging prices like they're bringing in the same audience from years ago. And that's unfortunate, but hopefully it'll change. You never know. Loudon has a classic, and it's close to 500,000. I don't think somebody want to be on that track for 8 hours though.
I don't know, 8 minutes, one lap.
That's
Pushing the bike around for 8 minutes.
One lap wonder. That's it. I'm out. I'm done. I survived hell. I'm out.
Yep.
You think people would survive that banking though? Doing for 8 hours around that banking?
I mean, that's just going to require more tire changes, man.
Yeah.
For me, that just makes it more exciting.
I guess
tire changes and a mental state. Imagine, your brain giving out on that banking.
Oof.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah. That's true. I don't know if Zarco and the other guy could have done it for 8 hours at Daytona.
I would want to see it just to see how far Jack Miller's going to launch a bike at that track.
Probably over to Daytona Airport.
It might land at the airport.
Jack Miller's
I did see that.
Big crashes, bro. He's had some big crashes.
He just showed up and then threw his bike up into the sky.
He doesn't crash. Hard sales. It goes full like you ain't getting any parts off of this bike.
That was bad, man. That was horrible.
Were there any other MotoGP riders in the Suzuka? It was good to see Zarco obviously be on the podium, and then Jack Miller for Yamaha. But I don't know if anyone else.
Luca Marini was he was supposed to be, but he was hurt. Navora, but I think he's in World Superbike now. So yeah,
I think that was it, man.
I think that was it.
Yeah.
Right.
Some of these riders,
for them.
They may not want to, or it's not in their clause. I don't know. But it's a rite of passage, so it's pretty cool.